Ahead of our upcoming game in the ISL against Mumbai City FC. We have with us head coach Manolo Marquez and midfielder Bryson Fernandez. Without any further ado, I throw the floor open to questions. We'll start with questions for Bryson and later move on to questions for coach.
Bryson, how do you see your season? We have seen you're giving some good performance this season. Also, however, you're not most of the time the starting, but you come as a substitute and then you give some of your good. How do you see the season for you so far?
So far, it has been good for me, and I want to continue this way. Keep my head down, be humble, and just do the hard work and continue doing so.
Bryson, how is the mood within the team as of now? There was a break as well, so do you think this break has helped you, and now you guys will be facing Mumbai City FC, and how is the mood with regards to the other teammates and other senior players with you and overall?
Yeah, the atmosphere is great within the players. We are ready mentally as well and physically, so we are ready to give 100% to the play.
How do you see Mumbai City FC?
Yeah, they are a very good team, but we are also so. That's what I said, and we are ready. We are ready for this clash.
Bryson, after the first game, coach praised you. That is, you played very well in the first game. So after the coach praising you, how you feel the game and how you will play?
Yeah, like as I said, keep my head down and continue working hard. I don't count this as like praise, but almost like he talks to me every single day. So yeah.
What is your learnings within this season compared to the previous season?
What are my learnings?
Yeah.
Like every single day is a learning process, not only for me, for the other players as well. So keep going, keep pushing for every single training session.
So in terms of your individual game, like what have you seen that like you've been wanting to improve on compared to previous seasons?
I have not scored in this season, and last season only one, I think so. So I want to score and assist as well to help my team.
ब्रेसन जेन्ना होम ग्राउंडाचेर तूं गेम करता तेन्ना लोकल क्राउडा समोर कितलो प्रेशर आसा अशें दिसता तुका?
Pressure as म्हणपाना, but like आनी फोर्सेस लोक काय अशें प्रेशर केन्ना घेना म्हणजे, बट सपोर्ट करता तेजे आनी मातशें उमेद येता सगळ्या म्हाका न्हू प्लेयरांक सो देखून सगळें सो.
लास्ट सीझन ब्रँडन आसलो तुमच्या वांगडा आनी आतां तो अपोनंट म्हणून खेळटा, तेचे कडेन तूं कशें पळयता?
ब्रँडन पयलीं खेळटालो, आतां ना न्हू, सो ते तितून पीस अशें म्हणून न्ही, बट आमी गेमीचेर फोकस करपाक जाय रेदर दॅन थिंकींग अबाउट इट.
Any more questions for Bryson? Alright, we'll move on to questions for coach. Coach, we have a question from Marcus who could not be here. With the injured players back, how much does this improve the team, particularly the bench strength of HiveJaw?
Not all of them are back, and it's a process because the injuries are big injuries, but they are, all of them will be in the bench tomorrow, and let's see, because obviously you cannot play directly after ACL 90 minutes, or maybe one of them will be starter, but obviously we know that these kind of injuries we have a lot of cases with where these injuries you need to take care because it's are very very dangerous, and sometimes unfortunately, and I don't want to say nothing negative about this, but we don't have to take big risks about this kind of injuries because you need to recover 100%, and I feel that they are in the correct way and will be ready. Same than Lara, that is in less than 1 month he will be ready, and let's see because obviously they are important players for us.
Also, another question from Marcus. Is the game against Mumbai City Virat's match, revenge match, if you can call it, given what happened in the semi-finals of last year?
Do you know what happened in India, that you play against the same teams every season? I remember once, 3 years ago, I played 5 times against Mumbai. Then, if you speak about revenge, okay, I can understand now that in the first leg in the semi-final was not normal. It's not normal that one team scored 3 goals in the injury time after we play a very good game. But I think that I told you in the press conference, maybe this is one of the reasons that we love football, no? Because this kind of thing happens. If it's always the same team who win, would be not very good. But for me, it's not a revenge. We know that, as Bryson said, we will face a strong team, a very good team, but tough team. But for sure that will be very tough for them also because we will be very competitive.
Coach, obviously, touching upon the last season's game against Mumbai in the first leg, after the match you mentioned that it's not a normal thing where conceding 3 goals in the last few minutes. You question the character and the mentality. You said that that could be the problem why there was an issue. And the season, compared to last season in the league stage, I think you conceded 21 goals, but already in 4 matches, 8 goals. Do you think it's a problem which is persistent?
No, I can speak 1 hour about this because last season these 3 goals, the thing that I told everyone remember these 3 goals because we're in the semi-final and in the injury time. But I say that last season we had this problem 5 times. In 5 games we concede 3 goals in less than 10 minutes. Then it's not a problem only against Mumbai, it was another kind of problem. This is that I told, that I said in that moment. This year, not only Goa. Yesterday, 3-2, the other day, 3-3, the other day, 2-2, the other day. A lot of, I think that maybe there was 1 game, I remember Mumbai, Bengaluru,
Chennai, Hyderabad.
and Chennai, Hyderabad, 2 games. I remember 1 game, Jamshedpur, East Bengal, that was 2-0, and East Bengal shoot 28 times, 0 goals. I think that this is a lot of questions or explanations, or I don't know, because yes, we're in the beginning of the competition, the teams are with a lot of new players. You can say some things, I can say another things, but never know which is exactly the solution, no? But obviously, and we spoke about this, we need to improve in the defensive aspect, not in the line of 4, in the defensive aspect in all the team, because usually this is one of our strong points, and it's not only because if Sandesh is not there or not, because people speak about Sandesh. We were a lot of clean sheets without him. That obviously for me is the best centre back in India. But it's about the general work of all the team. We are not defending. We can defend better. We need to improve. It's easy. The final explanation is easier.
Last game you were very uncohesive. So what did you plan to do for tomorrow's match?
Which game?
The last game against Northeast United FC.
Yes.
You're very uncohesive. You're not together. So what is your plan for tomorrow's match? How do you plan to ensure that the players are
Together in terms of
cohesive unit? Like you're not playing together and
yeah, too much spaces, no?
Yes,
For
it's limited.
for both teams.
Scoring.
Now attack Northeast, now attack Goa, now yeah. When these kind of things happen, I told the players, for me it's like heads or tails. Let's see what happens. We need a little more control. We are a team with more control. We have more possibilities to win, but not against Northeast. It's every game. I think that we are a team who works a lot tactically. I don't know if good or bad, but we work a lot, and we need to do it. And it's true that in some moments the team play very good, but in some moments we need to improve in some aspects.
Coach, before the international break, 2 draws, 1 win, 1 loss. So during the international break, we have that national team. So how much it helped the FC Goa, the break and now the starting the news?
I agree with Juan Pedro Benali, the Northeast coach. The breaks are very big because the fixture is a complete disaster. This is the reality. They don't take care about the national team. Suddenly they put the fixture when the national team finished his last game. Then ISL don't start till 6 or 7 days later. But they stop the competition just and in 2 days, national team has to play. This was, for example, because Lebanon finally couldn't play. But if imagine that Lebanon played, we had to play against Vietnam only 3 days after the last game in ISL, which is not normal. Then now, for example, after in the I don't know if finally they spoke between them. But now for the break of March, how is the spot, or how is the slot, or I don't know if it's correct the word, but it's okay. We will have some days. But as Juan Pedro say, if you have 3 weeks, sometimes you have 3 weeks, sometimes you have 10 days, and other teams. For example, for Christmas, we have more than 2 weeks. We play on 20 December, we play again 4 January. And other teams, they play 28 December and 2nd January. Is completely, this game, this year we are lucky. But I remember last season we played the last game in Northeast, in Guwahati, in 29 December. And it's not... I think that they can do the things in a better way because the space is there. Another thing is I don't want to speak if the rights of TV. They for me to play 1 game every day is I am old. I prefer the games in the weekend. And if it's possible all together, better.
Both FC Goa and Odisha FC were in the Bandodkar Memorial and you all did well there, but you all both seem to be struggling in the ISL. Do you think having the tournament that close was a mistake?
But I think in the last press conference I told you, I feel that this competition is very equal and a lot of teams they are losing points. Odisha, yesterday Chennai won, they were 4th from the bottom, now they are 4th or 5th in the table. Now with one, still we are in the beginning, a lot of draws, a lot of every team losing points. Today Bengaluru Punjab, one of them will lose points or both. The competition is very equal. I don't think that we are struggling. I think that every team has their problems. Odisha had the problem of Carlos Delgado, the injury of Carlos Delgado, which is a very important player for them. We had some injuries that is very important for us, are very important for us. Now Punjab is in a very good moment, now Bengaluru is in a very good moment, but I think that it's difficult that you can keep this level during all the competition, and I don't think that the table will be similar that which is now in this moment and at the end of the competition.
Coach.
Go ahead.
Coach, in Mumbai FC, you have Brandon and the Changate, what is that player? He is both your
Brandon and
Chante.
yes.
So both player you are coaching as a national team also, no? And they are playing against you, means as an opponent. What is your strategy against them? Because last semi-final they both are scored very well goal.
The play is Bengal, and just some days before I had with Nanda, with Mahesh, with Gil, with Anwar Ali, and with Jackson. Then I think that will be normal. You say Brandon and Chante, top players, both. I love Brandon. You know, he's a fantastic guy. I think will be a special game for him. But obviously we want to win. Chante, great player also, great guy also. But one thing is the national team, another thing is they will fight. They will fight for the win for Mumbai. But I know that we will be there, and we are, as Bryson said, we are ready for this game that usually are good games. At least in terms of football, I like the games between Goa and Mumbai.
Coach, sorry to go back to the semi-final game. In that you mentioned only say Akash Mishra or Subhashish Bose is someone who can keep Chante quiet. So you had mentioned that in the press conference. Yeah, and
I don't think, because Akash and Chante play in the same team.
No.
Yeah.
Before, when you were at Hyderabad.
Okay.
Yeah. So you said Subhashish. So how do you get someone like a Jay Gupta or a Sangwan to raise up to that level? How do
When you
you?
are speaking about 2-3 years ago, in that moment, they were the best left backs in the country. Maybe still they are the best left backs in the country, but there are more now. And Jay Gupta, Akash Sangwan. I think that all the good players, and Chante is a top player in India, they are difficult to stop. But obviously the level of these backs, for example, Jay or Sangwan, now is more. For example, when I say this, Sangwan was playing in I-League in Punjab. Now he's not only in FC Goa, was in the national team. He played his first game the other day. He's a very good player, and sometimes we know Chante is a great player, but if we speak about Mumbai, it's not only about Chante or about Brandon. We can speak about a lot of players, Indian players and foreign players, that they have very good quality. In fact, they signed maybe our best Indian player. Then you can do too much in this aspect with these big teams. But obviously that we can beat them, and I feel that will be a good game.
Coach, with the recent form of the Mumbai City, how you compare your opponent for the tomorrow's game?
Which
Recent form, that the last 4 games form of the Mumbai City. So how you compare your opponent compared to the last few matches?
of Mumbai?
Yeah.
No, they play. My feeling is that they are with 2 points, and my feeling is that they deserve, even that they make some mistakes. Also in defense. But my feeling is that they deserve more points than they have in this moment. They play a good game against BFC. They were closer to win than Bengaluru. In Jamshedpur, it's true that Jamshedpur was very dangerous in the counter-attack, but Mumbai had a lot of chances that game. And the first game was the first game of the competition. Mumbai equalized in the last minute, but it was fair. No, they deserved this point. Mumbai City, you know, they have players that they can score in a lot of moments. Now with Peter, they work very good with different approaches to the game. Sometimes with more 4-3-3, sometimes 4-2-3-1, even during the game. Now they are trying this in the right side. The right back don't play open; he play inside Balpuya, and they are trying to. They had a good preparation in Thailand in a good precision. But obviously, we are a good team also, and I think that all of us will be agreed that in this ISL, all teams can beat the other team, and this is good for the competition.
FC Goa has made a change to their ticketing structure to try and pull in the crowds. Do you have a message that you would like to send out to the crowd for the upcoming game?
It's difficult because obviously my message is please come to the ground. But I usually, you know, I am a strange person sometimes. For me, it's the team who has to show some things, then the crowd will come to the stadium. And I feel that this team not very early will be a very good team, competitive team, and even I think that we will play good football. Obviously the most important is to win, but yes, obviously every team needs the support of the crowd. But I told you, in the beginning of I don't remember exactly when, that we can promise, in Bambolim that day, that the thing that we can promise is that every player will fight till the last minute, every ball. Yes, and if we can play good football, obviously better, because then you have more possibilities to win.
Coach, you've spoken about Bryson in previous press conferences, etc. Bryson is not the only young player who is trying to make a mark in the team. There we have a lot of other young players also. So, growing and developing in a setup like that of FC Goa, where there are a lot of experienced players, etc. What do you expect from young players like Bryson to make a bigger impact in matches, do better?
Finally, it's a process. No? I remember when everyone said, the youngsters in Hyderabad, Manolo developed these guys. It's not Manolo developed these guys. They are training and they are improving every day, and they were very humble. And this is what Bryson is doing now. I know that he played 2 seasons ago, he played maybe, I don't know, more minutes or similar than last season. But now he's going to the next step. Now is my feeling with Bryson, for example, now is a real player. Now is a player that you say, okay, now Bryson is part of the team, always is part of the team, but he's ready. He's in the process, but he's almost ready to play with regularity. More players, they have to knock the door, is correct, this, yes. Even in one club with a good structure, the players and development team, they have to do the same, because finally, I think that not only in Goa, I think in all the teams in the world, people are expecting players from his
their youth setup.
Exactly. No? And this is what we need to do, is to develop. Yes, this take time. I know that the patient doesn't exist in football, But this is like this. There are, I remember one sentence of one of my favorite coaches that I had in my life, that the maturity of the players, this no, the rule under 21, rule under 23, no, this rule is a nonsense. Because the maturity of some players is with 17 they are mature, another with 20, another with 23, and another never are mature in his life or in their life. Then this is important. I think the process is the process. I would like to have 7 Lamine Yamals in my teams, but this is very, very difficult. But you love.
Thank you, coach.
Okay.
Questions?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.